Jurgen Klopp's future at Liverpool has been confirmed by his agent amid the German controversy. According to his agent, Liverpool fans can rest easy knowing that manager Jürgen Klopp is not going anywhere anytime soon. The Liverpool manager has been linked with the German national team manager's job, which became vacant after Hansi Flick was sacked after less than 2 years in charge. As expected, Klopp was immediately linked with the role as he remains one of, if not the best German manager working in world football. Klopp, who is currently contracted until 2026, has been at the club since 2015 and reaffirmed his commitment to the club by extending his contract in April 2022. However, recent reports claim that Klopp will not accept the vacant Germany national team job, according to his agent. Jürgen has a long-term contract with Liverpool and is not suitable for the position of national team manager, Klopp's agent Mark Karsick told Sports Ciao. Klopp has made 435 appearances at Anfield so far. He has 268 wins, 90 draws and 77 defeats, as well as winning the Champions League, Premier League and Club World Cup. This is not the first time Klopp has been linked with the job, and it won't be the last. Klopp commented on the interest in July. "If at some point I have to manage Germany, then I have to be available. Right now I'm not. The question that stands above everything else is my loyalty. I can't say now that I will leave Liverpool and take over Germany for a short time. That wouldn't work and I have no desire to do that. I have a responsibility to the club. Basically it's an interesting job. But I don't know yet whether I will do something completely different after leaving Liverpool. I want to keep my options open," Klopp said. On the role, which he said would be a great honor if he were to take it on one day, he said, "The role of national coach is and will be a great honor," he said. Jürgen Klopp is sweating over the terrible Darwin Nunez update. Uruguay boss Marcelo Bielsa has briefed Jürgen Klopp on the situation with Liverpool striker Darwin Nunez. Nunez started for Bielsa's side in Tuesday's game in Ecuador but was substituted at halftime, and the former Leeds boss revealed the striker is suffering from a muscle problem. The Red Star had completed 73 minutes against Chile at the weekend. The former Benfica striker has played just 41 minutes in Liverpool's first 3 Premier League games this season against Chelsea, Bournemouth and Newcastle, while he played 65 minutes in the win over Aston Villa. While Bielsa's update did not indicate a serious injury problem and was vague, it hinted that the Uruguayan striker could miss Saturday's Premier League trip to Wolves. Bielsa said Nunez was suffering from muscular problems and added of his decision to take him off at halftime, "I felt it was more appropriate to change him because when we had to press, he didn't adapt to the game." Klopp had expressed concern ahead of the international break that his South American stars, including Nunez, Luis Diaz and Alexis Mac Allister, were traveling too much on top of their match commitments. "The boys are flying all over the world at the moment, it's terrible," Klopp said earlier this month. "We play against Wolverhampton Wanderers about 48 hours after our South Americans play somewhere on the other side of the world. It's going to be a tough game, so we have to make sure we're ready and we'll do our best," he said. With the Reds already without Virgil van Dijk for the visit to Molino, Nunez is doubtful to start in this encounter. Another major injury doubt is Trent Alexander-Arnold, who picked up a hamstring injury before the international break and is in a race against time to return at the weekend. The fullback was forced off after 71 minutes against Villa at Anfield with a suspected hamstring problem. Klopp told reporters after the game that he was optimistic that it was nothing serious, but that further assessment was needed and it was unlikely he would be back this weekend. "I don't know exactly. I asked him. He said it's a hamstring. He said it's not too serious, but of course we have to wait for the scans and then we will know more," Klopp said. The Reds are hoping for the return of midfielder Ibrahima Konate, but doubts remain over the fitness of midfielder Thiago Alcantara, who has yet to feature this season. Klopp said ahead of the last Villa game, "Thiago started training with the team and then had a little setback, so we need to slow down a bit. He will use the international break to get up to speed." In South America, the fortunes of Mac Allister and Alisson were in stark contrast to Nunez's as Argentina and Brazil continued their unbeaten start to World Cup qualifying with wins over Bolivia and Peru respectively. Mac Allister played 85 minutes in the unforgiving climate of La Paz, the world's highest altitude capital, alongside Enzo Fernandez and Rodrigo de Paul in midfield for Lionel Scaloni's Lionel Messi-less side. Appearing in a deeper role, as he has done at times at Anfield this season, the 24-year-old made the most passes in the match and won 62% of his duels. Alisson, meanwhile, was an unused substitute in Brazil's second game after Paris Saint-Germain defender Marquinhos scored in the 90th minute against Peru. Diaz played 71 minutes in the 0-0 draw with Chile. Away from South America, Mohamed Salah's only appearance for Egypt this week came in a 3-1 friendly defeat to Tunisia in which the Liverpool forward played the full 90 minutes. Earlier on Tuesday, Wataru Endo came on in the second half as Japan defeated Turkey, while Andy Robertson captained Scotland to a 3-1 defeat to England at Hampden Park. Liverpool stars will now return to Merseyside and reunite at the AXA training centre ahead of Saturday's 12:30 p.m. kickoff against Wolverhampton Wanderers. Gary Lineker says Jürgen Klopp used a Liverpool player in the wrong position. Trent Alexander-Arnold is one of the most polarising players in the Premier League today. Although it is clear that Alexander-Arnold is a world-class talent, he still poses a problem for many fans and pundits. Indeed, some are extremely keen to find holes in the defensive side of his game, while others are more than happy to praise him for his incredible talent. One of Alexander-Arnold's biggest fans is Gary Lineker, but even he thinks the fullback has room for improvement and believes he would be a much better player if he was used in midfield rather than at right back. "I've been saying that since I've seen him," Lineker said when asked if he thought Trent should play in midfield. At right back he's limited by his incredible passing range, because you can only pass to the left. When you play in the middle you can go both ways, and he is much better. He grew up as a midfielder, and luckily he got an opportunity at right back and did extremely well. He's certainly not the best defender in football, but you say they can't win with him at right back, they won a lot with him there. I personally think he should be in midfield, he can be absolutely dominant there as a playmaker," he said. There is no doubt that Alexander-Arnold can be a great midfielder. He's looked incredible when he's played there in the past, but at the same time, the fact that there's no one else to play at right back may have forced Klopp's hand. Of course, at his best Alexander-Arnold was one of the best right backs on the planet, and in Jurgen Klopp's system at Liverpool he was producing assist after assist. In his current role at Liverpool he is already a world-class player. However, his defensive frailties of late have been wrecking Liverpool's defence, and it has been the same at the start of this season. In England, he was tried out as a midfielder and performed very well. He also works well in Klopp's new hybrid system, but it remains to be seen whether he will be deployed in a sharp midfield role in the future.